Good morning. Good morning. You're really sleeping in today. For breakfast, I made them wake-up wraps, we call them, because that's what Dunkin' Donuts calls them. It's egg, cheese, and a tortilla. This is a flour tortilla. I would prefer to use corn tortillas, but they don't really like those. Felix.
Good morning.
Morning.
I don't know what happened. We were just in like a time warp and did not wake up. Happy Thursday, full day of eating. Oh, but yesterday the boys and Matt, we spent a lot of time outside. They were doing yard work, so that really exhausted them.
Here's our big baby.
I want pancake.
Let's wake up wrap today. Check on the plants.
I see one right there. Let me try this.
3 of them are growing. 2 are not. Yep, that one's growing. This one looks like it's accidental seeds from the other 2 though. So maybe 3 of them are not
I
really
see still
growing.
growing. Look. Do you see a bump hole?
Wow.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's
I see
something starting in there. Should we check on the other ones?
Oh yeah, but Daddy's a lock.
Whoa! That's the corn, popcorn. And I see a little bit of watermelon starting right there. So we gotta plant these outside soon, it looks like.
Why?
Because they're getting too big. Any big news?
Oh, those are sprouting. Nope. We've been doing like lots of spring cleaning, cleaning the entire garage, yard work, donating stuff, preparing for the rest of our lives.
And we have a sponsor for today's video. It is Hiya Vitamins. They've been eating them. They like the taste of them. They want more than one. Do you remember the Flintstone vitamins? It's kind of like that, but good ingredients. So the kids are opening the boxes. They will fight over things. Can I see, please? Nope, they're each claiming their territory. A jar like this, so there's no sugar, high fructose corn syrup, any of that stuff. Here is the package. They have this really nice reusable glass bottle. Kids can have some. Well, they can have one. One for you. Here's one for you. On here it says for kids 2+ years. Felix is a little under 2. All of the ingredients are really good compared to like what's in the other types of vitamins. Sweeteners like monk fruit, and it just doesn't have like a bunch of fillers and stuff that you don't want to be giving your kids. The vitamins are all derived from whole foods. The B vitamins are from quinoa sprouts, as close as possible to simulating just like eating a real food. Real foods to get your vitamins, which is good. Has like a veggie blend, fruit and veggie blend. Especially if your kids don't eat that well, which I know a lot of kids don't. What I found is like, once your kids start eating sweets, that's just like the only thing they want. So Fifi's more like that. He's not that bad though. He still will eat healthy stuff. But Theo's pretty good. Just to make sure your kids are getting their vitamins.
How?
You want more? Only one a day, baby.
And they have a probiotic on their site as well. Was it Fifi or Theo who had a fever for like 4 days and then it was like, okay, I guess
Theo,
we should.
both of them, but Theo was the big fight.
When we gave them antibiotics, we also gave them probiotics.
If you guys are interested in trying these out for your kids, the link is on the screen, hiyahealth.com/KetoConnect, and you can get 50% off your first purchase right now. You can also click on the link down below. What was your plan for dinner?
I'm going to cook my lemon on the fire, and I want to cook hot dogs on the fire, and we can play my new guns I got.
Yeah, so Theo, last night Daddy took him and got him some new sport guns because he went poo-poo on the potty, which you guys probably don't care about, but it's very exciting for us.
Yeah, they're here. They're outside. The light over here. My new sport guns.
So this is an iced coffee from Starbucks, just with milk that we got yesterday, but I didn't finish, so I saved it. This is gonna be my wake up call, and then after I drop off Theo and come home after some errands, I'll have my first meal. Farmer's market. We got some English cucumbers. The boys love Theo loves cucumbers, dipping it in white sauce, which is ranch. So I've been doing ranch and cucumbers for Theo all weekend, and then I realized I really like that too.
Got myself some breakfast. This is a chicken sausage from, I think Mega gets it at Trader Joe's. 3 eggs, cooked in butter, salt, and some string cheese to snack on. And I'm in a little bit of a reading slump. Been reading like a lot of nonfiction, like this gardening book. I finished this recently, Walden. Just the style, the English he uses, it's like written in the mid 1800s. Kind of hard to get through, but there are some little thoughts he has that are pretty good, profound. I picked up this recently. I really like Jonathan Franzen as an author, but I think I'm kind of feeling I don't know anything about this book. This is kind of a challenge. It's 1,000 pages. Might dive into this one soon. I've been looking for it. The used bookstore finally had it.
All right, guys, just got back from the grocery. Here is the haul. It is 12 o'clock, so I'll show you what I got really quick. Here we have some English cucumbers. Theo is loving these. I'm liking them, so a couple of those. Some yogurt. I've been putting this in my salads to help like boost the salad dressing, like some olive oil. I got a bunch of cheeses. So these are all new raw cheeses. A couple we've tried. So Emmentaler Swiss. This is a provolone Matt really likes. This is just a cheddar that looked really good. And then it's just a new one. It's Mitico. Oh, it's a goat milk. That's what I wanted. So it's unpasteurized goat's milk cheese, and I wanted to try that. Prosciutto, which is really expensive, but a nice snack for Matt once in a while I get. And then this mozzarella is so fresh and good. I love eating it with some tomatoes and balsamic. Me and Matt have been doing that a lot, a little snack. And then these two cheeses, we do a lot of quesadillas for the boys or tacos, and then we do Cobb salad weekly now, so Matt really likes that for that. Carrots, of course. Arugula, love arugula in our salads. Some nice lettuce. I'm gonna do egg roll in a bowl, I think, this week, so some shredded cabbage. Mushrooms, I've been loving mushrooms. So we'll have some shiitake mushrooms, maybe with like a steak. Eggs, hard-boiled eggs for the Cobb salad, and just like as a snack for me, and Felix really likes them too. And then we're gonna try out A2 whole milk, and this is a new one. So this company, they have a grass-fed one now, which is really cool. So I got that one, and we're gonna try it out for Felix since he's off nut milk, and we're trying to do dairy milk, but just like easier on his stomach and digestion. Bananas, which are so cheap at Trader Joe's. And some blueberries. I might make a blueberry crisp this week, I was thinking. Theo said he wanted a blueberry pie, but that's a lot more work. So, and then whatever I don't use, I'll freeze, and the boys love frozen blueberries. So that is our haul. All right, guys, I got lunch going down right here. So we got some cucumber, tomato mozzarella salad dressed with some balsamic, and the tomatoes, and then the cucumber, and then this carrot, we had one left, are all from the farmer's market that Matt and I went to this weekend. Hard-boiled egg, and this is some Greek yogurt mixed with ranch, and some celery and zucchini. So I don't know, just feeling like I want a big snack plate, and this sounded really good. And then I have 2 chicken drumsticks that Matt grilled, I think maybe Friday. We did a lot of them, and so we had some left over, and I'm having 2 of these puppies. So that is lunch.
Just did a little yard work. We have a big issue with water drainage. It's hard to figure out. A lot of work. So I'm having a snack, blueberries. Oh, and I have a little project in the freezer. We're gonna try growing blueberries from store-bought blueberries. Apparently they have to be produced in the US. You have to freeze them for 2 weeks so they go into hibernation. It simulates like a winter. And then you take the seeds out of them and you try planting them. We're just gonna try, see if it works. Just having some blueberries and Epic Bar as a snack. It's 2 p.m. But the corn's getting really big.
Yeah, I just
so we're
saw
gonna
it.
have to plant that. I think I'm just gonna do like 1 or 2 corns. It's popcorn, it's not like sweet corn. And maybe 1 watermelon. He'll be so excited if we really get a watermelon, I think.
Yeah, or we could just dig a hole, put a watermelon in it, and then have him dig it up.
Well, they don't grow underground.
He'll lose his mind, though. It'd be the best thing ever.
It would be really funny. Sometimes I hide stuff in the backyard, like an Easter egg or something, and I tell them to go dig, and like they find some stuff. I tell them exactly where it is, though. Sometimes I think it's good to do that stuff because it gets them really excited and they have an activity for like 30 minutes. But also, I'm thinking like, do they now just think like these little plastic eggs like appear underground?
No. He has no memory. He's not even 4. Made Matt a little snack.
What's all that?
Those are 2 new cheeses I got. I just tried them, and they're both really good. So Felix just finished up lunch. He actually had some steak and rice and strawberries, and now he doesn't look it, but he had diarrhea in the afternoon, sadly, and then took a 3-hour nap. So I think he's still under the weather a little. I think he's pretty comfortable and relaxed. What's wrong? Oh, your foot's stuck. There you go. And he's enjoying some A2 whole milk with a little chocolate protein in it, and we usually do half of it with water. All right, guys, Matt went to go pick up Theo, and here I have 2 boneless pork chops that I rubbed down in olive oil and Dijon mustard. Hopefully Matt does not see this before, and he won't, before he eats it, but I don't think he would like that, but I think it'll add a lot of good flavor. And then I seasoned with salt, garlic, onion, sweet pepper, paprika. I've never really used it, but we'll see. And then obviously some pepper. And I'm gonna pop this in the oven at 400 for probably like 10 to 15 and then broil for a couple minutes so it's fully cooked through. I struggle cooking pork chop on the stovetop. Either it's cooked and super dried out or I undercook it and then I have to slice it and cook it again. So hopefully this will work out better, and then I'm gonna do broccolini on the side. Are we waiting for Theo? They should be here shortly. Just appreciating. What are we doing? We're waiting?
Pedal.
Yeah, there's someone
Pedal.
riding a bike. You can't pedal yet, so you can push them. So the boys are outside. They're actually downstairs with Daddy starting the fire. They have their water guns. I just buttered this bun up. We get potato rolls usually. That is for Theo. I put butter on it. I'm gonna heat it up in the skillet. And then we're gonna take his hot dog down, and we went camping recently. No, we went to a cabin recently. And we got like a hot dog cooker. So we'll put the hot dog on that. There's the hot dog. We always just get Applegate, like Organics hot dogs. And then we'll cook it and he can eat it.
Fire going. I'm trying to give Theo more responsibility. It doesn't look like it's going too well, but I'm letting him fill up his squirt guns with the hose by himself.
Daddy, I did it!
Did you turn off the water?
Yeah, Mommy. So we need the flowers to grow better. I put in more water over there by the flower. But I did not.
Mega cannot grasp the concept that the fire has to like warm up until it's in the state that it can be cooked on.
I feel like
Do you understand this yet?
it's hot. You can cook on it. That's just what I'm
You don't cook on the flames, you cook on the coals.
Choppy chop, pork chop, and broccolini.
Here's what the kids are doing. Look how much joy Fifi gets out of it.
Is being a parent the best thing you could ever do?
The best? The bar to entry is quite low. Mega has some cheese out that she's bringing up to temp.
I'm having some gems for after dinner snack.
What was the relationship advice?
Your mom said making sure that you put the other person first. Her example was that when your dad wakes up, he's like, hey babe, do you need your coffee or your lemon water? And she's like, nah, I don't need it today. But then when I'm going out, I know that, it's Latte Tuesday. So I'm like, hey Rich, do you need a latte? And then I bring him one and...
Kids are setting up their nugget to play jumping games. I got this as a snack for after dinner.
Go.
I have 5 easy to follow tips. Number 1, probably the most important one. Whenever they ask you to supersize it, you say no.
I feel like I'm struggling with this, so I'm excited for these tips, but you already lost me with number 1. Because you know what my mind's thinking though? It's like I didn't supersize it, so I'm not as full as I normally would be, so let me eat something else after the McDonald's meal anyway. Like, you're going to eat the same amount.
Yeah, but that was a joke one. Did you understand that was a joke?
No, I thought that was real.
I was joking.
Whatever you resist persists. So if,
See,
for
I
me...
think there's some truth to that.
There's a lot of
then
truth.
You just can't resist anything is kind of the takeaway.
That's where I'm at with food.
Number 1 rule, probably the easiest one to implement and the one most often overlooked. Instead of thinking in a subtractive mindset, like I'm doing a new diet, these are the things I'm not eating anymore. Start adding in healthy things as part of your diet. So stick to, like you're saying, whatever, you eat your normal stuff for breakfast, and then just over the course of the day, try to add in a few things. Like from our last video, I was like, here's 5 healthy things you can add to your diet. You don't need to cook. Number 2, make sure you're not eating fake health foods. The primary one being margarine. If you think you're like making a sacrifice by eating like a healthier alternative, you're like, margarine's really good, instead of eating butter, don't make that mistake. Eat the actual healthy food that tastes better and is better for you.
What are other, foods you'd put in that category?
Well, there's obviously all the vegan things like Beyond Burger, just the entire vegan section at the grocery store would fall into that category. Number 3, maybe Mega was onto something. The resisting, persisting. Where'd you get that from? Whatever you resist persists.
I've heard it like in shows.
Counting calories, I would say, isn't like a real good strategy. Focus on the foods you're eating. Eat them till you're full, and try not to like snack a bunch. Try not to have a bunch of sweet things that are like altering your sense of fullness and your cravings and stuff. But yeah, first you'll overeat, and then over time it'll normalize. But you have to have more of a long-term mindset. Usually with dieting, we're like really short-term. So we're like, how little can I eat today? That's not a good way. If you're trying to do it in the short term, it's really not going to be conducive to long-term success.
For me, what I found personally has worked in the past, but it's tough, especially with kids, is if I'm just sticking to whole foods, I eat less. If you don't have a lot of packaged stuff, I feel like your options are also limited. Because you have to open the fridge every time, and there's not always, like, I mean, you know, you get bored of cheese, you get bored of hard-boiled eggs if you're trying to grab something quick. So just try to keep your foods whole.
Number 5 is you have to make other changes, or you have to like do other things to convey to yourself that you're trying to be healthier. You go for a walk. Instead of like, a big one is just like watching a bunch of TV before bed, especially if you're staying up past your bedtime and you're like, just one more video, one more show. It's just not doing your mind right. Like, you're not in the right mindset. If you get to bed early, you're like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and really get after it, and you're just more in that type of a mode, it's also easier to stick to your whatever your nutrition plan you're trying to do is. It's hard to just live your life the same way you've always been living it and then change the foods and like eat healthier. Reading is a good one because you're like constantly expanding your mind. You're slowing down a little bit. I feel like it just takes the stress off of you. You're not like always in this like, you know, like what's the latest news story? What's the latest trend that everyone's doing? It's just like, it's all that stuff is so dumb when you really think about it. All right, that's it.
Say good night.
Night.
Say night night. He does whatever Theo does.
Bye. See you next time.